Hello and happy Thursday. That's right. I'm recording this the same day I'm supposed to post it, and the sun is like reflecting off this car. So, wait. Mom and Dad came down. They got here about 3 o'clock Saturday, and I told them that I really wanted to do swing dancing with them, and I really wanted to show Mom HQ. We went to HQ, and I have Mom playing some video games. Our dad loves a bar. I knew he did. I do as well. So Mom played Tapper and Burger Time and Centipede, as you saw. Tetris, because I really wanted to play Tetris with Mom. It was great. A little bit of Frogger. She also played a Ghostbusters pinball machine. But she said that she liked it, which was awesome. Then we went from there to swing dancing in the park. They're adorable. And then we came here, crashed in bed, got up Sunday morning, went to church. I went to both services because we got prayed over for blessings on our mission travels since I leave Sunday. Quick interlude. At church, people were like, Larissa, are you nervous about going to Guatemala? No, not until you asked. Should I be? Honestly, I'm too dumb to be nervous. I'm just excited. But in the same vein, people are like, have you been praying for your trip to Guatemala? It's like, no, should be. I have as of since, yes. I have definitely been praying since that was made blatantly aware that you should have been doing that all along. So let's see. So then for lunch, I asked Dad what he wanted for Father's Day, and I gave him a few couple places, and I'm like, and there's this Bavarian beer house thing that is pretty cool that serves authentic like German food and has a really authentic atmosphere. And he's like, kind of curious to see what your mom would think of that. I'm like, I too am also very curious to see what Mom thinks of that, because Mom went to Germany. I think she was in high school and she knows a little bit of German. So we went there and they had like a store in the front, and so I got Mom and Dad to try on the hats, and don't they look so cute? So then this is us walking to our table. And it's like a whole hall, and they're all lawn tables with benches. The live music did some strange songs. This is the tail end of them doing Baby Shark.
I could make this.
Why? Even Weird Al is going... but then they did a German song that I had never heard before. But just because I had never heard it before didn't mean Mom hadn't. And then she did it again. It was great seeing my mom. That was great. You know what else was great? Showing Mom my house. And then we walked the entirety of the Opry Mills Mall, which is no small feat. Mom and Dad got a lot of stuff, which was good. They seemed to get some pretty good deals. They also had a lot of room in their vehicle since they dropped off these new chairs that might look familiar to certain members of the family. These chairs were actually given to Mom and Dad when they first got married, and these are the first kitchen chairs that they had. And they are sturdy, they are awesome, and they've moved from house to house to house. Mom and Dad had them and then gave them to Christy and Dan, who then got a new table and gave them back to Grandma and Grandpa Bushon, who then gave them to David and Abby, who have now given them to me. So they are making the rounds. The chairs we had before were okay, but they were like folding chairs. So it's nice to have extra seating if anyone wants to come over and hang out, but it's also nice to have like actual chairs. Anyway, we got done with the mall, and they were still kind of full from lunch, but we went to the coffee shop, and the board game coffee shop, right? And I taught them how to play Catan, because that's the newest craze for me. I love the board game Catan. And it passed the mom test, because she's like, I'd play it again. So that is the mom test. That was awesome. And then after that, we went and got a couple slices of pizza from 5 Points. Score, right? And then went and got Jenny's ice cream, because that was the one thing that Mom's like, I really want Jenny's ice cream. And like I told her for Mother's Day I'd buy her a scoop. I didn't pay for her scoop! Oh no! Oh! I'll just have to buy her a pint or something and then send it. Wow. Hey, guess what, daughters? You know that you are not the worst when it comes to Mother's Day. That's right. It's this guy. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, then after Jenny's, we came home and ate it. Wow. And then Monday consisted mostly of Lowe's and like home improvement projects. Dad fixed our sink, which is awesome. It's got one of the things that you pull down to spray with. It was starting to leak, and so I was like, hey Dad, can you look at this? And he's like, you just gotta tighten it. So I was like, okay, righty tighty, it's still leaking. I'm dumb. Can the plumber please show me how it's done? And it broke. So we got a new one. So he was like stuck in the cabinet for a lot of the day there, and he's the best. He's a great dad, because that is a tight squeeze, and he made it look so easy. Then Mom meanwhile was honing in her carpentry skills and helped me assemble a bookshelf that David sent down for me. Is a little full because Jannesa needed a bookshelf for her books in the 3rd bedroom, but she has more books than what fits on the bookshelf, so we need a 2nd bookshelf. So I'll have to figure that out. But Mom made it so that way the shelf wasn't so rickety, using wood glue and a Q-tip and her amazing magical carpentry skills that I aspire one day too to have. We went to breakfast at the Pancake Pantry, which was a solid 10 out of 10 for Mom and Dad. They'd go back. It was delicious. Forgot to take before photos. So here's the after photos of the plates. Happy campers. But then they left, and I went to Monday night board game night, and Stephanie and Chris and Darren had birthday presents for me. Since they know I love sushi, they gave me a sushi rolling mat and seaweed paper to use and like a sushi cookbook, which is awesome. Stephanie remembered that I'm not really a fan of cake, so she made a gluten-free cookie that she could eat, and it said Happy Birthday Larissa on it, like a big old chocolate chunk cookie. And then we had ice cream with it and played Catan. So it was great. See, Tuesday I worked in the morning, and then I had church, and then Megan actually came over and we went to HQ and just sat and listened to music and unwound from work because we were both stressed. And like she was kind of working off some to-do lists. She bought an airplane ticket, figured out a flight plan for her vacation, and I was reading a book with a friend in a bar, just relaxing. And we played some video games, of course, but it was very nice and much appreciated. And then she came over here and we ordered pizza at like 1 o'clock in the morning, threw it on Netflix. There's a new show, BT Dubs, that I heard about, and I put it on and I was not disappointed. It's called the Hyper Hard-Boiled Gourmet Report. It's a mouthful, right? It's a Japanese show, so there's very little English, and they have like a newscaster watching the show as it happens and like doing commentary on it. And this guy and his camera, he just takes his camera and he just goes up to random people and asks them, what do you eat? Like, what are you eating today? What's your favorite meal? And like the first episode, he goes to Lebanon and talks to grown-up child soldiers that were cannibals during the war, and they live in a graveyard and like smoke crack, and like he finds one that's now a prostitute, and he's like, so what do you do for food? What do you eat? And like follows her around, like she's just talking to him and stuff, and then he talks to like a Taiwanese gang boss and joins him for a meal. Like, it is insane, and it's just very interesting and eye-opening too for other cultures, and just seeing how different things can be in something that's so similar at the same time. So I really recommend it. They're really thought-provoking, but like I said, it's subtitle heavy, so if you don't like to read, probably not a good choice, but definitely fascinating to watch and just to learn stuff. Yeah, so that was my pre-birthday celebration, and then I worked on my birthday. They got some stuff for work. I got like a Starbucks gift card and a movie theater gift card. It's like they know me, which is insane because I've only worked there for 3 weeks. But yeah, so I need to publicly thank Georgia and Steven because they totally covered the rest of my Guatemala trip expense, which left me pretty flabbergasted, but is really appreciated because now I can just go with that. And also need to thank Grandma McFeeders and Aunt Phyllis, who sent me birthday money to use in Guatemala, which is awesome because now I have everything fun paid for. Like, I'm gonna go see Mayan ruins. I'm very thankful for how everything went into place. And I'm really excited for this opportunity. I'm a little nervous about when this paycheck comes. And I was out of the country for a week, but rent is covered from my paycheck that I got today. So that's good to know. And I'm sure like everything else, Jannesa and I can figure it out. Right now it's just packing. Apparently Jannesa is supposed to somehow do this next week. I don't know how. But I'm very excited to watch. I didn't even get a chance to show her like how to do stuff because we were busy cutting out everything for her VBS. I'm excited to see what comes out for next week. As always, prayers and thoughts are appreciated for this trip, but I am very excited, and maybe when I come back I'll be even more tan. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you in 2 weeks after I get back from leaving the country.